Oh man, we are so close to getting this deal done. I can feel the wind in my hair. I can smell that salt air because this week all we have are just some minor details. Insurance, getting the money together, doing the registration. Yeah, they're just little details, but we can breathe a sigh of relief because it looks like we're in the home stretch. And this week I'm not in Mexico, so I'm gonna enjoy myself at the lake.
For those of you who have been following us, welcome back. It's been a while since Kurt and I have actually sat next to each other side by side. He's been an international man of travel going to and from Mexico. And for those of you who are just joining us, shame on you. You definitely need to be liking and subscribing to our channel.
These trips to Mexico are because we have a boat down there at Katana that we're super excited about. And if you saw last week's episode, then you know the survey went great. You know we love the boat. So we are ready to celebrate what we think is our new home.
Yeah.
And this weekend happens to be Labor Day weekend on the lake, so we have friends and family that are gonna come and celebrate with us. But it's not official yet, because we still have a few things to check off our list, like an insurance quote. We've got to get some good insurance. We've got to get our money together and get it ready to wire so that we can send an actual formal letter of acceptance to the sellers to let them know that this is going to be our new home and to set that closing date, which is actually in less than 2 weeks.
True, yeah, but I don't really care about any of that stuff. Insurance and work schmirk. I am prematurely nesting. Even though we don't have the boat yet, I've got my eye on the prize and I want to go get stuff for the boat. I know there's stuff that I can probably get here in the United States that'll be a little bit cheaper than getting in Mexico, so I want to go shopping. Alright, so I think this is a very important purchase for the boat because not only do I need a life vest on if I fall overboard, but people need to see me when I'm in the water. And this is why I chose to buy this awesome Pink Floyd top for the boat. It's for the boat. It's not for me. It's for the boat. In all seriousness, the real reason for coming to the mall was for me to get my sexy on and buy some bikinis to keep the captain's spirits high. A little fashion show never hurt anyone, am I right? Then it was off to look at some electronics. We're about to nerd it up now with Kurt at Best Buy. I had my fun. Now it's time for him to have his fun. There's a lot of things in our life right now that aren't very stable. But one thing that Kurt wants to make sure that it's stable is our footage. You see what I did there?
I see.
That's pretty funny. I'm funny. I cracked myself up. Finally, we hit up the outdoor store for some heavy weather equipment and to look at some life jackets.
Like I said, we're gonna need them. These are $60 for a shirt.
How much?
$60.
60 bucks?
Jeez. We're used to Boca's prices. Last shirt I bought, I think, was $4.99.
So we know this is something that we definitely need. I just don't know which color I need just yet. We need rain gear. We know there's gonna be heavy weather and there's just way too many brands to choose from. for all this rain gear, so we have no idea what we're doing. So if you guys have any idea, be sure that you leave a comment below down there just to give us some advice on some good brands that are heavy duty and long lasting too. I'm not the only one who needs to be in bikini body shape. She needs to be bikini body shape too. It was super embarrassing when we were flying over here. Everybody called her gordita and pregnant, and she is a little overweight right now, so we have to get her ready for the boat life. Right, Riggs? You gonna go on a run with me? Yeah. Here we go. Besides running to get Rigby in shape and to get me in shape, I'm using these runs nowadays to get my mental health in shape. It's overwhelming, guys. Like, honestly, we're doing everything so fast, everything's moving so fast. We just got here a few weeks ago. Kurt went to Mexico as soon as we got here to go look at that boat, and even though things seem like they're going okay right now, we're not even halfway through the finish line on this, and we have been stressed non-stop over the last few weeks, and it's starting to affect us really bad. I mean, we're, you know, getting into arguments every day over the silliest things. My anxiety is just woo through the roof, and it's a lot. It's hard. So yeah, these runs are more for my brain than for Rigby, but it is good that we're getting her in shape because Big Mama is pretty big.
Oof. This is a rough one. I thought boat buying was supposed to be fun and easy.
You get the credit card bill for all my bathing suits?
No, it's not that. Not that.
What's going on?
What we need this week in order to send our letter of final acceptance to the sellers is we need a good insurance policy, and we need, of course, money to close the boat. And I've gotten some stumbling blocks on both of them. The money I'm going to be able to make happen, but we ended up with some issues that I wasn't expecting on the money front, but we'll get that worked out.
Okay.
With the insurance, I got in the first quote.
Yeah.
And the first quote's much higher than I thought it was going to be. I'm anticipating insurance to run 1.5% to 2% of hull value based on what our broker said and based on historical data, but I know the insurance industry has been crazy since all these named storms have come through and wiped out so many boats, including ours. So I'm getting like 2.5+% on these policies. So that's my initial policies coming in. So I've got a bunch of feelers out to different brokers, and hopefully we'll come back with something that works later this week, because at the end of this week we have to decide whether or not we're going to close on this boat, and we have to send the sellers our final letter of acceptance. So we've got a little bit of time to make things happen, but I was hoping it was going to be easier. Wednesday, so I'm going to try to, I got a message from Vicky, find out if they're all good to go, but I'm going to try to fly to Mexico on Tuesday.
The pressure is on. Today is the last day that we have to get back to the sellers of the boat. We had to ask for an extension because these insurance companies were not getting back to us on time, and the ones that were getting back to us were giving us ridiculous quotes, like way too expensive for us. And I just finished class, and Kurt told me that we got 5 insurance companies that just emailed us right now. We are up against the wall, so I'm walking over right now to sit next to him and figure out what we're gonna do and hope that we find something, because we only have just a few hours to get back to these people, and we could lose this deal if we don't get back to them today.
No, insurance is tough, but it's a necessary evil.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is we have 4 quotes here we are going to have to make our decision based on one of these 4 quotes.
Yeah.
But we have something that we can accept. So therefore, today I'm going to go ahead and give acceptance to the sellers that we're going to proceed with the purchase of the boat. So now we have to just get the closing ready.
One of the biggest obstacles when finding the right boat insurance is paying attention to the set premium as well as the limited restriction of where you are actually allowed to sail. In our case, most of the policies are restricting us to the Pacific side of Mexico over the next 12 months. The Vida Gypsea is currently located in Banderas Bay, and after a bit of research, we quickly realized that it's actually a great launching point for the upcoming sailing season. Above us is the Sea of Cortez, which includes popular destinations like Cabo San Lucas, Isla Coronados, and San Carlos, just to name a few. And below us, we have the Gold Coast and Costa del Sur, where many sailors go during the wintertime to escape the cold winds up north. We don't have a printer or a scanner at home, so we had to come over to the UPS store to get some documents printed. What are we getting printed?
The acceptance of vessel.
The acceptance of vessel document printed and scanned and signed, and then we are done. Are we done?
No, we still have to pay for it, but
we're not done, but we've accepted it and we are done for today, and that's what counts. Once we wrapped up the paperwork, it was finally time to get the place ready, cut loose, and celebrate.
We've got friends and family coming this weekend, so I got the windows all scrubbed up and looking nice and shiny. Look at that.
Ladies, make sure you get yourself a man who likes to clean, because I'm not doing anything today. I'm snacking. We got on the ski boat and took to the water to play and enjoy the beautiful day. So the youngins went. Now it's time for the old school salty dogs to show these youngins where it all began. Right, guys?
That's right.
That's right. Friends and family stopped by to congratulate us and wish us farewell. The food and cold beers kept on coming, and for the first time in a very long time, we were able to just relax, be happy, and take a load off. The exciting weekend came to an end, and it was time to call it a night. So just in case it wasn't made entirely clear throughout this episode, I absolutely did find some amazing, gorgeous, beautiful bathing suits. And we said yes to the boat, we said yes to the insurance, and we are getting La Vida Gypsea. The last step is to go to Mexico and sign that contract, close the deal, and I will actually be going for real this time next week. So make sure you guys stick around, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.